So today on Is It Worth It, we'll be looking at this 2022 Kia Sportage, and this is Kia's best-selling model. So this is actually the 5th generation of Kia Sportage, and in the lineup it fits into just below the Kia Sorento. You could almost call the Sportage a baby Sorento. Yes, this 5-door SUV, but we're going to give it a full test drive and review, and then you're going to comment in the section below whether you think after this the car is worth your hard-earned cash. So let's start off with the design. Very futuristic. I think you can tell straight away a lot of elements come from the Kia EV6. Yes, Kia's full electric car. This is Kia's new design language. You've got Kia's new tiger nose, which is what they used to call it. I do quite like it. It's more futuristic. You've got this very angular, bulbous grille here, but also you've got these nice LED strips here for your daylight running headlights as well. So let's talk about the side profile on the Kia Sportage. You've got 19-inch alloy wheels. This is the GT Line S trim. So this is the top spec range. You've got this two-tone colour here. I think they call it a luminous silver. It's almost pearlescent. Not many people are too sure about the design here at the back, where it's got 2 different levels on there, but I quite like that. It's not too bad at all. Follow me around quickly. You've got your shark fin tail, almost a duck spoiler on the back here, a bit like your Kia EV6. So again, a lot of design elements are from that. You've got this nice rear tail light as well on the back. This is, well, a bit of a fake diffuser, but a real exhaust, and it comes with electric tailgate as well. There's actually loads of space in there, you'd be surprised. Little load cover parcel shelf, and your seats can fold right back down.
Let's take a quick look at the specs. The Sportage is built on Kia's own in-house N3 platform and shares this with its bigger, more expensive brother, the Sorento. The model we reviewed comes with a 1.6 litre turbocharged petrol hybrid engine. The T stands for turbo and GDI stands for gasoline direct injection. The hybrid setup is merged together with a 6-speed automatic dual clutch gearbox. The battery itself is self-charging, which converts the wasted energy from braking back into the battery. The 1.49 kilowatt 48 voltage battery give impressive fuel economy. It's up to 49.6 miles per gallon. Power and torque. Brake horsepower is 226 with 350 newton meters of torque, and a 0 to 62 mph time of 7.7 seconds and a top speed of 113 miles per hour.
So let's take a look inside. First off impressions, if we have a look from the side here, you've actually got on the door a mixture of textures with the Alcantara and the door plastics there. It's quite sporty actually, and that continues all the way up to the digital display and all the way on here, so it's very appealing and very futuristic. You've got this huge dual touchscreen display here. It's very easy to use, almost like Android-esque, and you can also use Apple CarPlay as well. In the middle here you've got your cup holders. You've got your wireless charging panel, which you can place your phone on. You've got USB-C, and you've got your full commands here. Again, this is top line spec, so you've got heated steering wheel, heated seats, huge amounts of space there for your drinks or whatever you need to put in there. And you've also got not much room in the door bins for a bottle. What's really surprising is, look at the size of the vanity mirror as well. Attention to detail and functionality within the cabin is really cool. So the star of the show is the retractable sunroof, but the panel itself actually goes all the way back to your passengers, and this just opens up halfway as well. So what's the Kia Sportage like in terms of practicality? Firstly, I want to talk about the design of the headrest. I mean, check this out. The rear of the headrest is like one big coat hook. You've got USB-C ports on the side, as you can see, one there, one there. And you've also got a cool little coat hanger to place on the back of your seat. Now here, you've got a little cubby hole there to put some stuff, and you can control climate control here and the air conditioning at the back. I'm just over 6 foot, and the roofline does taper a little bit onto your head, but all in all, I think you'd be quite comfortable on long journeys. You've still got the same Alcantara design here and the passengers, so they're not left out as well. I mean, just look at that look for design. Just to open for your door handles, and you've got a little bit of a cubby hole there. You've actually got rear heated seats as well. So in the rear passenger seats, you've actually got the same mix and leather than you do from the front passengers. So you've got your leather and your fabric trim there. Also for functionality, you've actually got ISOFIX for your children's seats, and here, nice armrest with 2 cup holders. All in all, there's enough space here in terms of practicality, and it's actually really comfortable. So first off, you'll notice there's no load lip. so you can just jump inside easy, and obviously if you're carrying bigger, heavier, bulkier items, it's going to be a breeze to get them in as well. These seats do fold down very easily. I think I can show you now. I mean, look at that, just with a little flick, no electric needed there. You've got your parcel shelf, and that folds all the way right down. Got this nice function mat here, and then you've got in the back underneath there, you don't have a spare tyre, but you do have your tyre mobility kit and suppression kit there with your locking wheel nuts. But also on the side, check that there, I've actually got room for a 12-volt socket, and then pop out there, there's enough room there to fit loads of stuff in, and just close that, and the electric tailgate will fold down as well. That's really good though, isn't it? Dead easy, check for your safety. Look, I can see in between the gap there from the petrol pump to the car. So the Kia comes with start and stop technology. You've just got your press your button there and you're ready to go. You get these nice little welcome chimes. You usually get that in Korean cars as well. Obviously it's automatic, and again, because it's your plug-in hybrid, it starts off in the electric mode and then you come straight off the brake and it goes straight away. And obviously you can hear that murmur with the electric engine. On the dial cluster here you can see how much charge you've got. So the steering wheel is quite small and it feels really easy to grip, and you've got a nice shaped steering wheel at the bottom, very sporty. Got this aluminium kind of styling in the centre as well with the logo, so it's very nice. And also you can see the GT line SS, it almost looks like an Audi S line. It's very nice. First off, seating position, really good. I mean, you're really high up, you feel in charge of the road, command a bit of presence. I mean, you've got the torque that you potentially get from a full electric car, but then the petrol engine kicks in. Now, I've driven some hybrid systems where it's quite underpowered, but this, it sometimes just feels like you're driving a petrol car all the time. You don't really notice the electric petrol switch over it. It's actually it's quite fluid and goes really well. So yeah, hats off to Kia for that. And a lot of people have opted for the top spec model more than previous generations, and I think it's just for the amount of spec you get. Suspension is quite stiff really, gives you some sort of a sportier feel. Seems quite nimble around corners, which is surprising for a car this size. And again, when you are driving it, it's surprising how high up you are. I mean, I've seen some vans and BMW X5s and pretty much on the same level as them. Look at that, cool, that's really cool. You get like a hazard light in your mirror just to let you know if there's someone coming up behind you. Road noise, it's not actually that bad. I mean, you get a little gurgle now and again from the petrol engine, but that's normal. Let's do the 0-6 itself. So from stop to start, when you kick down, you get a bit of a gurgle from that 1.6 litre petrol engine. You can have a little bit of fun with it in a sport mode. I'm not going to say it's going to blow you away. It's not going to beat any 0 to 60 figures. Brakes well, handles well, and it's a nice, comfortable drive. So let's wrap up this Kia Sportage review. It's a great looking car. This is Kia's 5th generation and probably the best generation they've done on the Kia altogether. I think this integrates a lot of style, practicality. It's very comfortable, but also most importantly is the engine. I think a lot of manufacturers have tried to combine the hybrid engines quite smoothly, but this has done it in a way that you don't actually notice it. I mean, it's incredibly smooth, the engine's responsive, and it will save you some money in regards to fuel. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide whether you think this Kia Sportage is worth your hard-earned cash, and let us know anything you think about this car. Have you got one? Have you driven it? Are you thinking of getting one? Please let us know in the comments below. But please do also like this video, subscribe, and we hope to see you again on the next video.
And a massive thank you to the RRG Group Kia of Bury for letting us review this Kia Sportage. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact them, and I'll leave the links in the description below.